Some men accept the world as it is, others refuse, forging new paths no matter the cost. Before Rolls-Royce meant mechanical perfection, it was just a spark in a boy trudging through England's frozen fields, each step biting with cold, yet stoking an inner blaze. He lacked wealth or connections, but hungered to crush mediocrity. That boy was Henry Royce. Where others cited good enough, Royce tore down flawed machines, imagined them better, and rebuilt them stronger, sleeker, and more enduring than anyone dared dream. Then fate brought him Charles Rolls, an aristocrat craving speed and innovation. Together, they didn't just build cars, they reshaped how we define excellence. This is their story, how relentless grit fused with visionary ambition to shatter every boundary. In a world content with average, these two proved that true greatness isn't born, it's engineered. And once you witness their triumph, you might truly never settle for less again. On May 4th, 1904, the bustling city of Manchester was alive with energy. The streets echoed with the clang of iron, the hiss of steam, and the chatter of countless voices. The scent of coal smoke mingled with the crisp morning air, hinting at endless possibilities. Among the horse-drawn carriages and factory workers, a sleek motor car waved through the streets, drawing curious glances. Inside sat Charles Stuart Rolls, a young aristocrat not just of wealth but of vision. An accomplished aviator and passionate engineer, Rolls was driven by a thirst for innovation and speed. Arriving at F.H. Rolls and Company, Rolls stepped out, adjusting his tailored suit. The air inside was thick with the smell of oil and metal. The rhythmic sounds of machinery surrounded him as he entered. Amidst the organized chaos stood Henry Royce, a tall, lean man with intense eyes and hands marked by hard work. He was carefully adjusting a component, embodying the precise engineering that defined his work. Their eyes met, a moment filled with unspoken curiosity and mutual recognition of ambition. Royce's modest workshop was worlds apart from the luxurious showrooms Rolls was used to. Yet, there was an undeniable aura of ingenuity. "Mr. Royce, I presume?" Rolls began, his voice measured yet curious. Royce nodded, a slight smile appearing. "And you must be Mr. Rolls." This chance meeting would ignite a partnership destined to redefine the automotive industry and set new standards for engineering excellence. Behind the luxury and prestige of the Rolls-Royce name lies a tale of relentless pursuit, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment to perfection, a story embodied by Henry Royce. Henry Royce's journey began far from privilege. Born on 27th March 1863 in the rural village of Alverton, England, he was the youngest of 5 children in a poor family. His father, James Royce, struggled to keep his milling business afloat during the sweeping changes of the Industrial Revolution. Traditional methods were being replaced by machines, and adapting was crucial. From the age of 4, Henry helped his family by scaring birds from farmers' fields for a few pennies. Mornings were bitterly cold, his thin clothes offering little warmth as he walked through damp fields. Evenings brought little relief. The flickering fire at home barely held back the chill, casting shadows that echoed their uncertain future. He often heard his parents discussing mounting debts and dwindling prospects. One night, Henry found his father staring into the dying embers of the hearth. The flames flickered weakly, much like their fading hopes. "We must adapt, or we will be left behind," James whispered, perhaps more to himself than to his son. Those words struck Henry deeply, planting the seeds of determination to forge a different path. The flickering fire became a symbol for him, a reminder for the fragile circumstances and the spark needed to ignite change. When his father passed away when Henry was just 9, the family situation worsened. Yet, hardship only strengthened his resolve. He often wondered, is there a way to harness these machines changing our world rather than be defeated by them? At 14, an opportunity arose when his aunt funded an apprenticeship at the Great Northern Railway Works at Peterborough. Surrounded by the sounds of steam engines and the spark of forge fires, Henry found his calling. Machines made sense to him, their precision, their potential. Under the guidance of Mr. Peterson, a seasoned engineer, Henry's natural talent blossomed. "You have a rare gift, Henry," Mr. Peterson would say, "an eye for detail that can't be taught. Remember, true innovation comes from those who understand not just how things work, but why they work." These words deeply influenced Royce's approach to engineering, emphasizing not just function but the philosophy behind design. However, financial constraints cut his training short when his aunt could no longer afford the fees. Standing outside the railway works for the last time, Henry felt both disappointment and determination. "I won't let circumstances dictate my destiny," he resolved. Undeterred, he moved to Leeds and worked as a tool maker. The hours were long and exhausting, the factory filled with the relentless noise of machinery. Each night, by candlelight, he studied engineering text, teaching himself mathematics and mechanics. The flickering flame on his desk mirrored the fire from his childhood, a symbol of both hardship and the inner light of his aspirations. By the late 1880s, London was a city alive with innovation. Gas lamps were replaced by electric lights, and the possibilities seemed endless. Henry joined the Electric Light and Power Company, quickly making a name for himself by improving generator designs and boosting efficiency. His colleagues marveled at his ability to solve complex problems with minimal resources. When the company faced bankruptcy in 1884, Henry saw it not as a setback but as an opportunity. "Adaptation is the key to survival," he reminded himself, recalling his father's words. With modest savings and unshakable resolve, he founded F.H. Royce and Company in Manchester, focusing on electrical fittings and dynamos. The early days were full of challenges: financial strains, unreliable suppliers, and a skeptical market. Late one night, as the storm raged outside, Henry worked on a malfunctioning motor. The workshop echoed with a steady drip of rainwater leaking through the roof. His assistant, William, expressed concern. "Perhaps it's time to rest," William suggested gently. "You've been at it for hours." Henry wiped the sweat from his brow, his eyes never leaving the intricate components before him. "Every problem has its solution," he replied softly. "We just need to find it." As the wind howled and the flickering lantern cast long shadows, Henry felt both the weight of his struggles and the thrill of impending success. Hours later, the motor sprang to life. The sound was more than mechanical, it was proof of his relentless pursuit. Moments like these reinforce his belief in persistence and meticulous attention to detail. He often thought, "If I can master the small things, the larger ones will follow." In 1903, after buying a second-hand Decavalli car that proved unreliable, Henry's engineering instincts were sparked again. Dismantling the vehicle piece by piece, he examined each flawed component. "Poor workmanship," he muttered. "The quality will remain when the price is forgotten." Using his expertise, he designed and built his own motor car, a machine that combined reliability with precise engineering. It was more than just a car, it was a statement of what dedication and excellence could achieve. The success of his motor car caught the attention of Charles Rolls, leading to the fateful meeting. Rolls, though born into privilege, was driven by passion for innovation. Not only was he an accomplished engineer, but he was also one of Britain's earliest aviators, sharing the sky's allure with his love for automobiles. The partnership was formalized in 1906, combining Rolls' talent for sales and marketing with Royce's unmatched engineering skills. Together, they envisioned creating the best motor cars in the world. Royce threw himself into creating the Silver Coast, a car that would become legendary. He scrutinized every component, often redesigning parts multiple times until they met his highest standards. The workshop buzzed with activity, filled with the smell of machine oil and the sounds of precise instruments. One evening, Rolls visited the workshop. The two men stood beside the nearly completed Silver Coast. "Your attention to detail is extraordinary," Rolls remarked. "But do you ever worry about the cost and time?" Royce looked up, his eyes reflecting the nearby machinery's glint. "The quality will remain when the price is forgotten," he replied. Their conversations often revolve around balancing innovation with practicality. Rolls admired Royce's dedication, and the mutual respect grew. This partnership was a blend of visionary thinking and meticulous execution. Within the company, Claude Johnson played a critical role. Known as the hyphen in Rolls-Royce, his savvy management turned ambitious engineering into a sustainable business. He balanced Royce's perfectionism with practical considerations, ensuring the vision stayed focused while managing resources effectively. "Henry, I understand your need for perfection," Johnson would say, "but we must also consider production timelines. The world is eager for our creations." The Silver Ghost underwent a grueling 15,000-mile endurance run, crossing through terrains without a single mechanical failure. Spectators watched in awe as the car moved smoothly, its engine purring like a content cat. The press hailed it as the best car in the world, and orders poured in. One of his proteges, George Smith, recalled a time when he presented a component that didn't meet Royce's standards. "Mr. Royce, I tried to follow the specifications, but—" George hesitated. Royce examined the piece carefully. "Excellence is a habit, George. Let's improve it together." He didn't just demand excellence, George later reflected. He taught us how to achieve it. As World War I approached, the need for reliable aircraft engines became critical. Royce saw the opportunity to help the nation's defense. Despite initial hesitation from the board due to financial risk, he was determined. "Our engines can make a difference," he asserted during a tense meeting. "This is about innovation and adaptation in the face of global challenges." Supported by Claude Johnson, they began developing the Eagle engine. Royce applied his meticulous engineering principles to aviation, a field still new. The pressure was immense, deadlines tight, and the stakes unimaginably high. His health began to suffer from the strain. Doctors warned him of severe consequences if he didn't rest. As he lay in bed, the sound of distant machinery haunted him. Is this relentless pursuit worth the sacrifices? He wondered. Yet, deep down, he knew that every bolt tightened and every design perfected brought closer to his vision of excellence. Reluctantly, he moved to the south of France, seeking a climate that would help him recover. From his villa, overlooking the blue Mediterranean, Royce continued to work tirelessly. The peaceful surroundings contrasted sharply with the urgency of wartime production. Each morning, he wrote detailed instructions and design, sending them to his team in Derby. The rustling of olive trees and the gentle sound of waves provided a backdrop to his relentless focus. The Eagle engine was a triumph, powering British aircraft with unmatched reliability. It played a key role in the war effort, earning praise from allies and respect from adversaries. A captured German report acknowledged his superior craftsmanship. In the peaceful embrace of the French countryside, Royce had time to reflect on his journey. The successes were monumental, but they came at a great personal cost. He had sacrificed health, relationships, and personal pleasures in this relentless pursuit of perfection. One afternoon, while gazing at the horizon where the sky met the sea, a young girl from a nearby villa approached, offering a bouquet of wild flowers. "These are for you, monsieur. Mama says you make the engines that help us." Her innocent enthusiasm touched Royce deeply. "Thank you," he replied softly. Sometimes the smallest gestures remind us of the bigger picture. As the candle flickered beside his blueprints that evening, Royce felt a similar determination burning within, a flame that adversity could never extinguish. He wondered, will this creation stand the test of time and truly make a difference? Despite being away, Royce stayed connected with his company. Claude Johnson kept him informed, their letters reflecting mutual respect and a shared vision. Your designs are pushing boundaries, Johnson wrote. But remember, Henry, to care for yourself as you care for your creations. Yet doubt sometimes crept in. Royce thought about the impact of his work on society, not just on technology. Maybe, he mused, the true measure of success isn't just in achievements, but in journey of what we learn along the way. Henry Royce passed away on April 22nd, 1933. His death marked the end of an era, but the start of a legacy that would last for generations. The principles he instilled, uncompromising quality, attention to detail, and the relentless pursuit of excellence became the foundation of Rolls-Royce. His life story transcends time, resonated with modern innovators who share his ethos. Figures like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk echo Royce's dedication to pushing boundaries and refusing to accept mediocrity. They too know that true innovation requires unwavering commitment. Just as Royce adapted to the mechanized world overtaking his father's mill, we must navigate the digital revolution reshaping our lives. His story reminds us that adaptation and innovation are timeless necessities. Today, Rolls-Royce stands as a testament to Henry Royce's vision. Every meticulously crafted vehicle and powerful engine carries forward his philosophy. The spirit of Ecstasy, the iconic hood ornament, symbolizes not just luxury but the aspiration to achieve the extraordinary. So what does it mean to create something truly perfect? As Henry Royce's life shows us, it's the unyielding quest for excellence, no matter the obstacles. His journey from the humble fields of Alberton to the forefront of automotive innovation shows how one person's unwavering commitment can leave a lasting mark on the world. The flickering fires of his youth became the roaring engine that propelled an industry forward. In an age where convenience often outweighs quality, Royce's legacy is a powerful reminder of the enduring value of craftsmanship and integrity. His belief that whatever is rightly done, however humble, is noble, challenges us to bring purpose and excellence into our own endeavors. Ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice in the pursuit of your dreams? How can you strive for excellence in your own life? As we walk on our own paths, let Henry Royce's story inspire us to dream boldly, work hard, and embrace the relentless pursuit of our visions. After all, the quality will remain where the price is forgotten.